Howdy, everybody. This is the Brant. I'm here at the Portal Home Studio on well, I guess it's not a very snowy day, but a very post-snowy day in Connecticut. Hope you and yours are doing well here in 2021. We were hoping to play Quicksilver, but due to the snow, got delayed a little bit, so I jumped in here and I'm going to try out Dune Imperium Solo. I have played this game once solo as well. I've never played it with more people, but people. Um, oh, I'm showing it there. Hold on, I want to show it here. Look at the wrong camera. Um, so yeah, this is from Direwolf, which I always want to say Direwolf Digital, but now they're on their own, and it's Paul Denon who made Clank, which is a very popular game. So if you like Clank, this is the same designer there. So the solo game comes with these solo cards, this deck of solo cards, which you actually use in a two-player game, and it's really simple to use. So I'm going to be using those. And then it also has an app. There's actually a Dune Imperium app, and there's a Direwolf app. And the Direwolf app, I think, is a little bit better because it includes like some other elements to kind of, this is the card row that you can purchase from, and it moves the card row and stuff. So that's probably the one you want to get. I actually was playing it a little bit with the app earlier, and the app is good, but I didn't know where to put it in terms of realty, and I don't have a handy dandy thing to connect the app to the computer. So I'm just going to go with the good old deck here, which is behind me on the camera, and then I'll just hold them up as I go and kind of show you the first couple and then start to run that. All right, so what's happening in Dune Imperium? It is a deck building area control game. We are fighting over the Dune planet here, Arrakis, and we are vying for control. We want to be the first to 10 points in order to win. So here's myself. You can't quite see this corner of the board, but as I move up, then you'll be able to see them over here. So we're vying for control, and the first player to get to 10 points at the end of a round wins, and then I think it kind of goes from there in terms of what's happening. So I am playing against two bots. They're really simple because of the area control, and then it's a worker placement game as well. So has those elements, so we'll be able to do that. So I'll kind of teach you as we go. And it plays over a series of rounds until somebody gets to the 10 points, or 10 rounds actually, sorry, because of these conflict cards here, and there's various spaces. So I think I'll just kind of explain as I go and work my way through. So I'm going to start here with the first player being Count Ilbin Riches and Glossu the Beast Robin. I apologize for mispronouncing any of the names. I saw the Dune movie. I don't think I read the Dune book, so I'm too good, but you could see the artwork on these. And I am playing Helena Riches, and enemy agents don't block my agents at blue and green spaces, so I can go here no matter what. And then I have my Signet Ring ability, remove and place a card, remove and replace a card in the Imperium row. During a reveal turn this round, you may acquire the removed card for one less persuasion or influence in terms of that. So first thing I do at the start of a round is draw 5 cards. So I'm going to draw these cards up. And basically they've got these symbols along the side that allow me to be able to go to the various places with the different factions. There's 4 different factions here in terms of all that. And there's the Fremen, the Bene Gesserit, the Spacing Guild, and the Emperor. So those are the different spaces I can go. So that's what you're looking at along the side. And then they may have an ability here. Mostly the cards that I purchase will. And then this ability down here is for my reveal phase, when I can increase my strength or gain persuasion to purchase more cards that have persuasion up here. There's also 3 cards up here, folding space, which is kind of like a wild. There's this one that I can purchase anytime, Arrakis Liaison, which lets me go to those, the green and the blue, and then gives me 2 persuasion. And then there's also this hard to get card, which costs 9 and immediately gives me an influence, victory point, and gives me 1 spice every time. And if you know Dune, the spice must flow. So we start here with the Count, and we flip one of these cards, and then it's going to tell us, okay, so he's going to take one of his workers. He's got 2. He's going to go to Carthag. We put him on that space, and then he's going to recruit 1, and he would immediately put that one in plus any other. So I don't actually do the space, I do what the card tells me. And then down here, it's going to increase his combat in the round. Later on, we'll draw cards for that. So now we're going to go to the Beast, and the Beast is going to draw Still Suits. So he will come down here, and he will increase his influence by 1 with the Fremen. So the increase in influence is if you get to 2, you get a victory point. When you get to the top, you then get some, or sorry, to the 4th space, you get some bonus, and then you also get this as long as you're highest on the track. Has to be taken from you, and that's another influence point. So these tracks right here, you could get 8 influence points, almost be winning the game. All right, so we get to actually make a decision here. Oh, by the way, I hope my sound is good. I'm using this thing in my ear with a microphone to try and see what it sounds like, so hopefully it sounds good. If anybody ends up out there watching, they can let me know if the sound is good or bad in terms of that, but we will see how it goes. All right, so I've got a decision to make, so I've got to go to a space. So I'm looking at these cards here. If I kept 5, I'd be able to buy a 6-point card. So there aren't really too many out there that I need to use. Oh, I don't have my signet ability, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, so let's see. So I start with water and Solari and a spice. So I might want to try to get more of some of those things. So if I come out here, I could get more spice, or I could go somewhere to get water. That's what was down here. So I can't go to that space. Well, let's see. Go to any one of these. I could get the fold space one or get more Solari. I have a water, so I could just come here. So let's do that. So I'm going to spend my yellow one, Dune, the desert planet. Spend that over here, and I'm going to go here. That costs me 1 water, but it gives me 2 spice. So I'm going to do that so I can go back here and trade in my spice. All right, now we go to the count, and the count is going to go to Arakan. Sorry, Arakeen. And then we'll gain 1 and put that one in the conflict. Oh, did I miss mine in my space? I did. So this meant that I could add troops, 2 more if I would like to, and I will add those 2. And I actually just realized I forgot this. Sorry about that. So this one's going to tell us what we're competing for. First place will gain any 1 influence and 2 Solari. Second place will get 3, and that only takes place in a 4-player game. So that's what we're fighting over. I got to flip one of those at the start of every round. Sorry about that. And yeah, they're showing you the round start here. So there's your turn order there. All right, I did his, so now I need to go to the Beast, and the Beast will also go there, but cannot. So he will leave. Ooh, you know what? I think these ones were not supposed to be in the deck because they say 2-player. I just noticed that. So we should reset his. He would go here instead and gain 1 influence. This one would come off. And I have to watch for those. Sorry about that. And then Hardy Warriors. So he's going to go here. He's going to recruit 2 and add them to the fight. All right. So they're all in on this battle, which will be tricky for me. So where do I want to go now? So I wanted to go up here, but I realized I made a mistake in that I don't have another yellow. So, might not win the combat, but I could get that Solari. So let's think about using this one and where we can gain influence. So let's come over here, and we could discard a card and draw more. We have spice. Let's go. Give me enough Solari. Let's go for Solari. We'll go up here, increase our influence, and get to Solari. There we go. So now they're done. They don't have a reveal phase, but I do. So I'm going to increase. So each of these gives me 2 strength. And then I've got 1 more strength here. So mine would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Their strength is going to be 4 and 2. And then I also have 3 persuasion that I can spend over here. So I've got this one that lets me go to different places. I like that because it lets me draw another card, which is nice. Yeah, I think that one seems pretty straightforward. So let's take this one here that costs 3, the Bene Gesserit Initiate, and we will place that in the card row. So the regular game here out of the box doesn't have this card row changing too much. But in the app, it will every so often as you go through the deck, it shortens the deck, streamlines a little bit, and it has cards that come up that clear cards out of the row. So that's kind of nice in terms of that. So there's something that happens. Awesome. So we finished that. So now we do combat. So each of them are going to draw a card. So the count will draw and add one. So you just look at the bottom there, adds one to his combat. And the beast will draw, and the beast adds nothing. Hey, so look at that. So I win the combat. All these are going to go away. So I get to increase my influence one. So let's increase our influence here, which gives me a point, which I believe is also called influence. Then I gain two here, so I'll take one of these Solari, which is five. And then second place would be the Beast, so he gets three. Now, if they get seven of a resource, except the Spice, I think it's just three, then they get a victory point. They cash them in for a victory point. So that's all they do with resources. So it's pretty easy to run them, but it is something. So if you're not interested in that for solo play in terms of running the other characters, that could be trickier for you. All right, so then combat clears all these cubes. The ones in the garrison stay, so I can use those anytime. Commit to a combat, and what is the recall? I'm just trying to remember what else we have to do. Oh, we get all our workers back. Two, so they're going to get another worker at the end of the fifth phase, and I can get another worker here. So that's how that's going to work. Then there's something I was thinking. I gotta make sure I remember. Ah, I know what it is. Before I do the recall, I was on this space. So the other two, we add a spice to. Make it a little spicier in terms of all that. All right. Start of the round, we're going to flip the conflict card, so I don't forget this time. Those workers are in there, which is what makes it a little tricky. Yeah, so we have this available at our store. I know people have been playing this for a little while. So I figured I'd get a play in of it. Although I feel like it's probably a little better with more people, but some people really like the solo mode, so trying that out. So we flip that, and then we pass this to the next player, and I draw five cards. So you can see I have my Signet Ring ability down here, so I could take one of those cards and buy it one cheaper. So we'll see how that goes. All right, the Beast will flip and go to rally troops. When he rally troops, he will put four in here. I just want to double check because is it put four in combat? Or is it not in general on that card? When I played on the app, it was not having me do that. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, if it's a combat space. Okay, got it. All right, so this one doesn't have the symbol for combat, so you won't put any in. All right, so now it is to us or me. So I'm at five. I really want to get to eight on that, I believe. So I could turn these in. I have a yellow. So why don't I trigger that and my Signet Ring ability? So we're going to need a green, huh? So this card probably won't go through. All right, so we're going to use this one unless there's a better space to go. If I got one more, I could go up there, get troops and that, but I could get it this round otherwise. So let's try to get it this round. So we're going to spend this one, the Dune one. We're going to go up here. We're going to get three more Solari. That'll give us eight, so we can then go here on our next turn. The count will do, okay, this harvest space card. So harvest spaces, you send an agent to the space with the most bonus spice. So these two are most overall. So he's going to go here. And I believe, does he take just the bonus? Sorry, let me check on that card. I believe he takes just the bonus spice. If the revealed card is a harvest spice, follow instructions if the card sends a rival to harvest spice. Remove any bonus spice on the space. Take it. Just says remove. Alright, so we'll take the spice off of there. And then it is a combat space, but he doesn't have any troops. All right, so then we're going to go here, still suits, coming down here, increase 1 influence. So that's going to give him a point. And that is a combat space, so he will add 2 troops. Does he add them? No, I think it's only when they recruit. Darn it. Thought I had all this down. Yep. So he would do that. All right, back to us. So we've got our 8, so we really want to go up here and get our 3rd worker. So it's a matter of whether we want combat, which is fighting over this, huh? If we just got some combat in there. And that is not a fighting space. So we have to decide, do we want to be involved in getting this spice? We do have a bunch of spice. Or do we want to go elsewhere? If we use this one, we could get our worker, or we could just let one slide. Let's let one slide. So we're not going to worry about this combat, because we're not going to have any combat. So we're going to go up here, pay 8, and we will recruit our worker for next round. So we will have that 3rd one as well. Awesome. And then we come back to the count here, and the count will go to Highliner, recruit 3, place all of those, and gain an influence here. So that will increase him by 1 as well. All right, so we all are up on an influence space. We are out, so I've got 3 persuasion left. 1, 2, 3. So I will take that 3 and purchase a card over here. This one's pretty good for me. This one lets me take spice and convert it into influence here. And Solari, how much Solari I'm going to need in terms of all that. So I'm just going to go straight. Oh, is this an Arrakis liaison? Oops, this one should have been here. Just noticed that. All right, so do we like one of these better? Go to blue and then convert that. Fast way up that track. And we'll use our Solari to get more persuasion here. So we'll go ahead and buy that one. And then we flip and see if it's a 1. Ooh, it is. When this card is trashed, gain 4. Otherwise it does nothing, huh? We're going to live without it. Okay, so we go to combat. So 6 and 4, we're at 0. So the beast will draw and gain 3. 1, 2, 3. And the count will draw and gain 2. 1, 2. So he's going to get 3 spice, which he will trade in for a point, and also an influence card. Again, when they get 3 cards, they turn those in. And other one will get 2. Oh no, it is 7 spice. It's 3 water, so never mind. So 3 spice. Got water and spice backwards. All right, so 3 spice, no card. Oh yeah, it gets a card. And then this one will get 2 spice. There we go. So that's combat. So then makers would be these produce. So we just didn't go to that one spot. Boy, I feel like I'm running low on spice here. The other thing they're adding, so I do put another one here. So this is now like a really good spot to go. And then we recall our worker. So yeah, notice they do a good job reminding me to do that. I just forgot it in all the chaos of things. They're going to add in this year in 2021, because this game came out last year, they're going to add models, minis and stuff, and sculpts and different things for influence cubes. So I know a lot of people are excited. It will cost more. It's an upgrade pack, but it'll take a game that's very thematic and make it more thematic. So I think that'll be really fun for people in terms of that. I think this game's pretty good. I think what it's doing well is it has a lot of contention, but it's not like super harsh. Like, oh no, if I lose that, I'm done. Like, you still stay in the game. There's lots of ways you could go about it. The conflict is important, but it's not heartbreakingly necessary in terms of that. All right, so now you can see we start to be able to just score points from winning there, so that becomes a lot more important to get involved in that conflict. So I'm going to reshuffle my deck, draw 5. I got these here. I've got my signet power again. I don't have a ton of influence. We may want to think where we're going. I'm thinking of trying to get here if I can. Trade my spice in. Otherwise, I'll get here and start getting involved in that. Oh, actually, that's going to be my best first spot to go. So I need to go get that. Oh, look at I'm first. So I need to go to yellow. So I'm going to use my Signet Ring ability. That's going to let me set a card aside. So let's see. Do we want to set this one aside? No, thank you. If you have 2 influence, draw 2 cards. I don't have 2 influence. Okay, cat. No, thank you. We're going to be able to buy that one. We will probably use this one, so we can at least get this one so we could work our way towards that. All right, so we'll set this one aside that we can purchase and refill the row there. All right, and then where did I go? I was using that to go here. Got it. I don't have any water, but I will take 1, 2, 3 of these. And that is a combat space, so I will put this one in the conflict. All right, so then we go over to the count. That card I'm waiting on. All right, selective breeding, so he's going to come up here, and he's just going to increase his influence by 1. Where are you trying to go, cat? Okay. Sorry, that microphone's really close to my mouse. That's probably annoying. All right, so this one, he's going to go to Carthag. He's going to recruit 1, and then put 2 more in. Oh no, so my combat. But I could just go for second for those as well. All right, my turn. The nice part is I have 3 workers here, although I'm going to have way less other things. So we're going to take this card that says trash it once you're done with it. So that's out of the game. Did I miss more of these that said 2-player? No, hopefully I won't. Okay. And we're going to go up here and increase more with the Emperor. We're going to spend 4 of our hard-earned there. Although we could go here, get all those people and water. I want to be able to come here for influence, which I still could do, and then I would have that. Ooh, look at though. I gotten a better card. Could have had access. That's right, we'll stick with our plan here. So we'll get 5, and then we will get and recruit 2, and we'll put, oh, we can't put them in, they're just recruited, and we'll get an influence card, intrigue card, so we could add 4 to our combat at any time, which could be really good for us. And we increase our influence there, so we're close to getting more cubes, which will be helpful. All right, over here to the Count. The Count is going to go to the Conspire space. I am there, so he will redraw. He's going to go to Selective Breeding. He's already there. So this part's a little silly. Carthag, already there. Doesn't happen that often, but ever so often. He will go here. He has no one to recruit. All right. So then we're going to the Beast. Sorry, I should be a little quicker with this. He's going to go to the Wealth space and increase his influence by 1. All right, so back to me. I have another one here, so I'm going to go... Hi. I'm going to go here and spend 5, and I'm going to put my token here, so now I permanently have 2 persuasion every round. So I'm going very Euro without combat. Hi, Cat. Thank you for joining us all. We're here streaming. Okay. And then they don't have a reveal phase, but I do, so I have 3, 4, 5. So I can buy this one for 3, although it requires me to have Smuggler's Guild, whatchamacallit, but might still be okay. So I'm going to try it. 3, and then I have 5. or 5. I'm going to buy one of these Arrakis liaisons here. All right, that is done. So we go to combat. So I have 2. This one has 0. This one has 6. So then we won't draw for the count, but we will draw for the beast. So he will increase by 1. So playing my card for 4 would make no sense. So he will get a point, and he can trash one of his cards. I will get a water and a spice. There's that. Makers, so we'll add one here. And then recall, so we'll get all of our workers back. Pass this to the next player. Flip the next conflict card. Yeah, this part's a little bit of a pain, but they'll start to have 3 workers soon. Kind of ahead of them on that curve, so we want to get a lot done. Okay, yeah, this is not going to be a repeat thing. All right, and then we'll draw 5 new cards. So there's a point there, and there's some water resources. So pass to the count. The count will draw and get Harvest Spice, so go here. And then I feel like that's gotta go to them, huh? I'm gonna give him the 2. I think he got another one somewhere. All right, and then this one's for 2 players, so we'll get rid of that one. And he's also gonna Harvest Spice. There isn't any, so we would draw another card. Reshuffle. All right, so we reshuffle the deck. Nope, that's the 2-player reshuffle. Never mind. 1 player, Arakim. So he's going to go here. And he's going to gain 1 and add it. Oop, these are gone from the conflict. There's a lot to move around, I would say that. And then his signet ability is he can gain 1 or 2 if he has at least 1 faction alliance. He does not, so that would be up here. So he's just going to put the 1 here. All right, and then comes back to me. So I've got 3 actions this round. I've got this one where I could trade Spice for Influence, which I definitely want to do now that I have that other card. So we're going to do that. So we need to go to blue in order to do that. We don't have a lot of water. We could go gain water. We could gain another Intrigue card. Put some people in the conflict. So let's do that. Do we want water or Intrigue? Let's get an Intrigue card and see what that does. So we're going to play this one that puts us at blue. Lets us trade 2 Spice for 3 Solari. And an Influence here. Sorry, what was I thinking? And then I'm going to get 1, and I can put all of these in and get another Intrigue card. If you have a faction alliance, I can pay 2 to get 7 combat. So it is begging me to get combat points. I know. You want to join us so bad, but you cannot. All right. So now we're going to go to the Hall of Oratory. That is up here. Hall of Oratory. So take that spot and gain 1 to his garrison. And then over here, the beast will go to fold space. Ooh, I was thinking of going there and gain 1 influence. Let's see how I do now. So I've got 2 actions in a row. This one, I can go to a blocked space if I want to. Got Solari. I've bought most of these things. I'm doing well on combat. So I don't have to worry too much there. And I have my card. So this one will let me actually draw another card. So we definitely want to play this one. So where are we going to go? We have some water. Could go get more spice. This could be good because we really want to go here. We also just need to increase on that, huh? All right, let's go here, pay a water, get 2 more spice, and draw another card. And then we could go back again. We get another one, then next turn we could get 2 and go to our space over here. Should be really good. That's probably what we want to do. So we're going to come back here. Even though we don't have a lot of water, we'll get 1 more spice to give us 4. On there. Sorry, I know these cards are kind of shiny. Keep them out of there. All right. Since we drew the card, we have 3. So the end of the round, he's got 2 combat. I've got 6, 7, in fact, with mine in my hand. Green will stay out. And I've got 3, 4, 5 that I could spend on cards. So since I'm going to increase, I think I'll get this one now. I don't know how I trashed this card, so I'm just going to purchase this one for 4. That helps me. If you have 2 influence in the spacing guild, then you can draw 2 cards. So we're going to go for that kind of strategy. So then combat, there's none for the count. So the beast will add 1, which means we win. So we are going to get a point and a water. And he will get a spice and a water. All right, so 3 water, he'll get a point there. So you can see points aren't coming too fast, but we'll get there. And then we're going to put a spice actually nowhere. Take everybody back, turn these cubes, flip the next conflict card, so they will get both of their new workers now. Our advantage is gone. That we had. And pass this token, and it is the beast's turn. So here, they're going to go to conspire and increase their influence by 1, which will give them a victory point. And then garrison 2 more troops. Not a combat space. So that's all their cards, so they're going to reshuffle this deck. So in 2-player, the deck will reshuffle a little different, and there's some cards that you switch in and out. But you only have to control 1 third person. I think that's a lot easier in 2-player in terms of worrying about all that. So let's see what we got for combat here. It's this, and then we could control a space, so whenever anybody goes there, we would either get Solari or Spice. In terms of that, we're still trying to get more spice here, huh? 1. Oops, I didn't draw my cards. You're welcome to go through there. Cat. It'll be right there. All right, so let's see. So yeah, we really want to go here. So we need to get more spice, and we have the water now. So we're going to use our Dune. We're really playing thematically here to go here and get more spice. And we're going to start fighting for some points here. All right, the count will go to selective breeding here and increase his influence by 1 and bring him to there. The beast will go to Carthag, and gain 1 and recruit 2. So they've got a lot of combat. We're going to use our diplomacy. We're going to go up here, spend our 6, gain 5 troops. I think we'll just deploy them all, and 2 water. We're going to increase our influence to get a point. We're all in on this combat this turn. All right, over here, the count is going to rally troops and gain 4. And harvest spice. There is none, so he will go nowhere. Draw again. The beast will harvest spice. The beast will go to the Hall of Oratory and gain 1 in his garrison. No, that's not so bad. All right, so then I can't be blocked from some of these spaces. What am I trying to do now? Green is what I've got, mostly green and blue. Got these if I want to draw a bunch of cards. Go for that. Draw cards, I can't play them, so that's not a good plan. Okay, yeah. Card, no, no. Alright, so we'll just go get troops. So we're gonna go here. If I go to green, where would I go? Oh, I could draw a card here, so let's try that. So we're gonna try this one with my strength. We're gonna go up here. Okay, thank you. Draw this card. Aha, that's the one we want. Perfect. And we'll get this one here, so we get to go again. Kind of react last. Wealth and increase influence here. And the beast is out, so it's back to me. And I'm going to play my card here to go to yellow. And I have water. I'll go here and get 3 spice. And then I get to draw 2 cards. So we draw some influence there as well. All right, so that's the end of that round. So combat is going to be 10 to 6. I don't have any here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, counting that one up there. So 8 could give me either of these cards, which are very good. This one gives me an influence with everybody. Wow. Well, that's very good. And this one lets me send an agent from anywhere to any board space, even if occupied. So it's like a free turn every time it comes through, huh? And draw a card. Wow, which one's good? Influence everywhere. Gets me pretty darn close to more points. Let's try to go for that one. So I will take this one. When I purchase it, I gain an influence everywhere. So I go here, gain this one for a point. And I garrison 2. I go up 1 here, so I'm close. Here I'm close. Here I'm close. So I've got 3 points that I'm threatening on in terms of that. All right, well, we'll try that. See how it goes. All right, so still 0 for green here. Red is going to draw 2, which means I win. So I get a point, and I can put one of these on a space. So I'm going to keep getting spice, I think, so I can use, well, I now need to use these spaces over here. That's okay. I'm going to go with this one. Plus, there'll be a bonus one there. And I got my point, and then they're going to draw an intrigue card and gain another spice there. Awesome. All right, there we go. So then we will pass this to me here. Makers, reset all of this. I was all in on that one, so we'll see how combat goes. Next card, and then get our workers back. My cat knows when I'm on camera, and she shows up all the time. Ready. So this got passed to me, right? So I am first. So we'll draw 5 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see what we've got. All right. So this one looks good right here off the bat. Can never remember with those control markers if you get it yourself. I think that would be silly. But let's look it up. Control markers. Where's it showing that? I might have gone here and missed that I had to have the two influence there. I just noticed that in the rule book. Okay, control bonuses. If you win such a conflict, take a control marker. Place it on the flag below the appropriate board space. While your control marker is on one of these spaces, you receive the bonus shown whenever any player, yourself included, sends an agent there. Wow, okay. So that's an idea, huh? So let's play this card to draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. Go here and get 1, 2, 3 more spice. Get 6. Now we just have to figure out. We need cards to be able to go over here. That's my only issue I'm having now. All right. Guess I gotta get up those tracks, huh? Yeah, how else can I get there? Buy cards that let me do that. All right, so then we go to the count. The count will go to conspire. We'll move up on that track to gain a point, and we'll garrison to, oh my goodness, full garrison. The beast will go to the Hall of Oratory and garrison another 1. I will go where? More yellow. I don't have any water. Where can I go get water? Go up here and get Solari. Yeah, that's a tricky spot I'm in right now. I can't get to any of these spaces, huh? Kind of playing around here. And I need to find a way to go to those other ones, which don't exist out here. So that's where you get a little bit stuck sometimes. Oh, did I increase? Nope. Get this one, though, huh? Choose 1. That's what I need. Alright, so I could have the 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Went somewhere to draw cards. Alright, so let's try it out. So we're going to play this Smuggler's one. We can go to a blue space. So we're going to go here and gain 1. We're going to put all 3 of those in the conflict. Draw another card. And then in addition, we trade 2 spice for 3 Solari and a Space Guild, which will give us an alliance there for 3 more. Give us a whole bunch here. And another victory point. So we'll see if we can keep those. Get up that track. Where am I at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I could get to 9, I could get one of those, which would be really good. All right, the count will go to Carthag and gain 1 and put 2 more in. All right, and the beast will go to Secrets and gain an influence. First one there. I still trying to figure out where to go. Could garrison some more troops. So I'll try this. Do I want to do that one or do I want to do this one? I'll try the Bene Gesserit Initiate. So I can go here and garrison more troops for a future round. And then I will draw a card. And pay 4 for that. Didn't get more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not enough. But still good cards to buy. Alright, over here then, the Count will go to fold space, increase their influence by 1. And the Beast will go nowhere. And fold space is taken. And Aractine is taken. Again. Conspire is taken. Oh no, this gets crazy. Harvest. Rally troops. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Carthage. We're gonna go through the whole deck. Harvest space. Spice. Hardy warriors. All right, we're gonna go there. Increase 1. Gain 2, and put 2 more in. Oh, look at that. Big combat right at the end. All right, so 8, 6, and 6, and then I'm going to gain a spice and a combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can buy this card here or this one, which lets me increase with the Bene Gesserit. Whenever I play this one, I gain an influence somewhere. So I could gain my 1 here and then play this card to move up here. Should be pretty good. And I could be able to come here to draw more cards or get intrigue cards. All right, let's do it. So I'll buy this one for 7. And I'll move up on this track to get another point, seeing if I can push the end by next round, because I've got these cards can play as well. All right, so then we go to combat. So the Count would gain 4. Woo, 1, 2, 3, 4. The Beast will gain 6. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. So I'd have to spend both of these. I could spend 2 and gain 7, and I'd also be at 14. We both get this. Or I could just gain the 4. All right. Wow. Crazy. So I'll spend this one to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get 4 Solari. And he will get the point. And I don't think they take an influence thing, but we'll put him on 1 space and see. All right, so there's that, the makers, and then we get these back. I'm going to pass the first player token. It flows pretty well, and it's plenty thinky. I feel like I'm thinking about my turn, not about their turns and how I have to react to them. They're a little random. They do really powerful things and they do really silly things. All right, combat is now worth an influence instead. So that's interesting. In terms of all that, we'll go ahead and draw 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that's the only place I've limited myself, is I can't go over here to these ones to get that influence. So that's a little interesting, but try to draw for more by doing that one. I'm kind of limited over here to trying to get points in other ways. All right. Let's see where we're at. Oh, all these have to come back. Back. Not those. Back. Back. First player is the Count, right? All right, he's going to Still Suits. Move up 1. The Beast is going to Arakeen. And he will gain 1 and garrison another 1. And then he will gain 1 in his garrison because he doesn't have the other. All right, they're going to reshuffle this deck. Hope everybody's enjoying this, can see the game, see the playthrough, see what it's like. Check it out. It's very, very popular on lots of people's favorite game of the year list. And I figured I'd do the solo play because so many people are solo playing things this year. It seemed good to do. All right, we got our 3 actions. So what do we want to do? We want to draw our 2 other cards. So we're gonna go somewhere. We don't have any water. We don't need more of that. We're pretty much stuck to this space. We're getting Solari. At this point, we don't need. So we're going here. We get 2 spice when we go there. All right. And we can commit 2 to the combat, which is good because then we can play this card to try to win, which didn't work last round because of that 6 draw. We really need to purchase something that will let us go somewhere. All right, over here, the count is going to Highliner. Pier, that's where I want to go. And he is gaining reputation and 3 troops, and he can commit 5 to that. Woo! All right. The Beast is going to Still Suits. Nope, he can't. So he's going to go to Arakeen, Selective Breeding, gain an influence, and that's a point. Come on, we got to get our points. All right, so now that we did, we didn't draw our 2 cards. Aha, so now we have our diplomacy. Now they took my spot. So where do we need to go? Go fold space and get a card there. Retain our influence, or we could push for our points and go here. What does that secrets space do? Oh, it's probably look at a card in somebody else's hand. Opponents have to give me one. All right. I mean, it gets us our point that we're trying to get, or we come over here and we need water to go there, huh? So where do we get water? Here? We could go there first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There'll be a lot of troops. We need an intrigue card. Oh, that's 2 influence. Okay. That's pretty good. So you can move up here as well to get this point. All right. So let's try to do that. Let's try to go to this space. So we need to get water. So we need to come out here, which is just this one. Huh? All right. So we will play this one to go here. We do that. We can add these 2 and another one. And we get a water. And then the count will go to Carthag. Yep. And add 1 and 2 more. Look at this conflict. It's getting out of control. I've got 8. I've got 5. And the Beast is going to go to rally troops. Put 4 more in here. And then we're going to go here with our card. Where did our card go? Oh, did I play it? Wait. Oh, it's right here. We're going to go here with our spend our water and then add 2 more troops there and increase our influence by 1. Try to win that conflict. There, get more water. All right. We are done, so we'll do our reveal. We've got 5. We get 1 more combat, so 2, 4, 6, 7. So that's 14, 15, and 16, and 4. And we get 3 Solari, so we've got 10. I don't know what to do with all this. I don't even know where to spend Solari like that. I guess here is my best spot, or continue to go here, get more cards, could be good. All right, and then what did I have? 5? So I could buy something over here. So I'll buy this one. Seemed good. Yep. Buy that one. Win. Make that my goal. Try to buy those. All right. So now we are going to conflict phase. So the count will add 2. The Duke will add 2. And I will spend 2 spice to add 7, so I go to 22. So you can flip that over with this card, which will be really good. So then I get 2 influence. I'm going to do 1, 2. That gives me 2 victory points. And then I'm going to make my goal next turn to buy that best I can. I also get a water. Boy, I've gotten almost all my points, or I can move up 2 on this track. And then I also get an intrigue card. So let's see what we get. Look at the top card of your deck, draw it or trash it. Well, draw it. And then second place, green is going to get an intrigue card. That's just a second one. And 3 spice, which will put him at 7. So he will get another point. All right, so this should hopefully be the last round if I can push this pretty far. So these are going to get bonus on them. And this card is going to come and give 2 combat if I could win that. That's my other option. Rally troops. Go here or go here would be amazing. That moves up. I got to pick one of those 2 based on my hand. I'm either going to push hard for some of these spaces, and this one here, or this one if I can just draw something that'll let me go there. Otherwise, I'm going to try to just get my point. But if I get those 2, I could pretty much sum it up. All right, let's see. Ooh, okay. All right. So I've got 1. Well, let me go here. I'm just going to play this, draw it or trash it. So I will draw that one. And I don't have a ton of combat here. If I use this card, I get to draw 2 more though. Wow, so I could just go for a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one lets me draw 2. This one lets me draw 2. I could have 4 more cards, but I'd only have 4, 5, 6. If I can just get 3 in those cards. And if I go to spaces that let me draw cards. All right, we'll see. I might just go for that. All right, he's going to move up 1. Conspire. And 2 troops garrisoned. So then it's me. Whew, okay. So here's where we got to make decisions. I could play this one. I have to then go to yellow. Yellow doesn't help me because I spend water. Spice. But I draw 2 more cards. This one, I can go here, and I can draw more cards and move up my influence. So that's a good option. And then I could decide from there. Look at that. All right, so we'll play this one. Lady Jessica, we're going to go here. We're going to spend 2 spice. We're going to get rid of a card, which will be, I guess, my combat card at this point. And we're going to draw 2. We're going to gain an influence there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have the 9. If I play this one next, could be good. All right. Or I could play that one and move up 1, draw an intrigue card. Okay, that could be a good option. The Count will go to the spicy space here, and add the 1 troop. The Beast will go to the Hall of Oratory and add 1 more. Man, they don't want to compete for that though, huh? So now, I was thinking I'd play this one. Then I have to go there for intrigue cards, but I get lots of intrigue cards and I'd be in. So we'll go here, gain this, get to 10 points, but I believe it's the end of the round. Draw a card, and go here to draw a card. So let's see what these 2 can do for me. The card you play this turn has the following icon. Spend one, take the men tap from 6 place. Okay, let's do that. Get an extra worker, so we'll take this here. It's still react. He's going there. He can't. Hall of Oratory, Carthag, yes. He will go to Carthag and recruit one and put it in there. He will go to Wealth and tie me on that track. So that was not well played. Works out well for me. So I've got two more plays here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm now down one. So if I did this, I'd want to go to a place where I could draw cards. I don't have the water to draw cards here. I got my points, or I can commit. If I go there, and then I go to one of these, like this one. Do I have green and then blue? I do. All right. So let's try it here. Boy, I topped out all those tracks, huh? All right. So we will go to green, go here, put 4 in. Oh, the card you play this turn. So if I need to go over to the side here, huh? I don't have 6 spice anymore. If I go here, I only get to add 2. Yeah, that's the space I would want if I did that. If I do this yellow one, it doesn't give me much because it just gives me spice, although I could commit. Try to draw, huh? Well, let's try this one. So here, we're going to go up here. We're going to spend 4 of these to add 4. Oh, we already have enough there. So that's not necessary at all. So we're just going to go here, not spend the 4. And then gain a water. Commit 1 and 2 more. The count will go to secrets and can't. Go to fold space. Ah, that will put him ahead of me. He will take that one from me. I will lose a point, he will gain a point. So now it's like all in on this to get there if I can, huh? Okay, so I could go here. I can use that one, but I can't move up 2. So I've got to get these points back. Ah, I steal right at the end. So what's going to give me combat? Yellow or blue? If I get rid of this card, I can go here and add a whole bunch. All right, so that's what we want to do. So we'll get rid of this card and use this one that says you count as being anything. We'll go here, increase our influence, spend our water, and add 2 and 2 and try to win that combat outright. All right, that's the end of that. So I've got 4, 5, 6, and 1 spice. So 6, I guess I'll buy this one to gain 1 influence here. Check that. And then we will go to combat. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 14 to 4. So the count will draw 2. And I will win that for 2 points. In control of something. So I'll take this one. And he will get some number of those things that will not win the game. And I will win 11 to 5 to 5. So that was kind of the novice mode of the game in terms of all that. You can play it harder where they get their workers earlier. They start with troops that are garrisoned. Here, the same as you. What else? And I think I don't start with resources like I did, so there's some ways to kind of change all of that up in terms of that. So yeah, there's a game, but the part that's nice in the Soul is you can also get a feel for the multiplayer where you're trying to play on these spaces. I got in trouble because I couldn't get over here. I had to get cards to get over here, and I was really trying to get myself to be able to buy these every turn with the +2 here. but I couldn't get to 9. 9 was tough to do. I probably needed to look for cards. But that's where I don't like this row doesn't move enough in my mind. So that's where I think the app is better. But again, like I said, it was going to be hard for me to have the app right in front of me here playing all that. Oh, hi, Brian. Sorry, I didn't even see that you were there. I was looking this way towards the board and not this way. Yeah, I just played some solo Dune Imperium, so you can check that one out. It's pretty neat. It was pretty fun. I know a lot of people liked it in terms of that. It's definitely thinky and strategic. Like you're playing a Euro game, but you're competing over these various things and whatnot. You're gonna have those heartbreaking moments where you're way ahead on combat and somebody jumps ahead of you with a bunch of cards. You're gonna have where you think you've won the game, like me, and then they stole a point from me. But I was able to win pretty handily there in terms of all that. So there's all those things. All right, everybody. Well, I am going to head out and have some dinner. So thanks so much for watching. Stay warm wherever you are. And stay tuned to our channel, Step Into the Portal. We're going to play some Quicksilver this week and hopefully some Marvel Smash Up. So that's what's coming to you as soon as those ship in. I think they were delayed a little with the snowstorm. So that is that. Until next time, I'm the Brandt, and I hope you step into the portal. Bye now.